Hello once again. Hey, it's Dan here in the workshop, continuing to work on the Sky Ranger 40. I thought I'd take a break from building the fuselage and trying to hook up the tail wheel. It's giving me kind of fits, but before I can do that, I got to start the dreaded covering process sooner or later. So I got motivated yesterday afternoon. I said, well, I got to cover these tail feathers. So here we go. Here are the tail feathers. This is, of course, the vertical stabilizer. It comes in two parts. I was going to make this red just like I did this. I'm a sucker for red, but I don't know. I got going on the white and I got carried away. This thing is the hard part, to heat this around here and stretch it. I got it pieced together around here on the edge. So it should be fine. It's well, I'll tell you what, if you think if there's a speck of dust under this, if you can see that, that's a spline, a wooden spline that's in this vertical stabilizer. Any speck of dust, anything, will come through the covering. So if you think, oh, a covering will hide it, no, it won't. So anyway, I got this portion. Here's the elevator. I got the red. I like this translucent red I've used before. It's coming out pretty good. Iron it, you got to iron it on and stretch it, and you got to really take your time. And I got the ends all done here. You flatten it all down. There's the seam. Covering is a real art. It's some science, but a lot of art to it. And what you got to do, you can here are the tools I use. I use a good old heat sealing gun. I use a trim gun, a trim sealing iron, not a gun. And I use this infrared thermometer. So what you got to do is you get this thing going, you put this thermometer on it, and you got to get this stuff up to, this stuff shrinks, the film attacks, it sticks, it tacks at 220 degrees. So this knob gets so hot you can hardly touch the knob to adjust it. So this thing here, but I've learned at about 4.5, it's about 220 degrees. And that is the temperature at which this film covering sticks. So you tack it down, and then you take your heat gun. Well, I'm not going to bore you with all the details. There's plenty of great covering tutorials that last for hours on YouTube. But you wrap it around, just keep working, and you got to get it tacked down, and then you put it on up. It'll start shrinking when you get it to 260. My mystery is this little trim gun. I don't know why, when I put the heat gun on it, on this foot, no matter what I do, it only has 2 speeds, high and low. It doesn't have a rheostat like that other one, high and low. But this thing will be scalding hot, but this heat gun says it's only 77 degrees. I don't get it. Why it doesn't measure this correctly like it does that. But maybe it's because this foot is aluminum, I guess. Maybe that's because that's aluminum. But so I just sort of guess when I touch it and it burns my fingers. Yeah, it's hot enough. So anyway, this is the horizontal stabilizer. This will be the elevator. This is a real trick. You got to cut a little notch for the relief. It goes out around the tail wheel axle, comes up through there. And like I said, I'm a sucker for red, so I think on the tail wheel here, not the tail wheel, but the vertical stabilizer, I'm probably going to go with an American flag. You know, I'm patriotic, so I'll get a flag. Had to find one to overlap that. And I think on the other, on the wings, I'm going to go with some old roundels, American insignia with a star, red, white, and with a circle and a star and a red dot in the middle, like they used back in, I don't know, World War II or World War I. I'm still looking for a pilot. I can't seem to find the pilot anywhere I like. I guess it's a 1/7 scale pilot. It would be best. And then that's another problem. You're going to have to make a chair for them to set in, and I don't know. Anyway, I'll get it done. I'll keep working at it. But just thought I'd give you an update. These are the only cutting tools I use. A pair of scissors, X-Acto knife, and a razor blade. Everything else I don't use. And this is a diamond cutter. I've had this for years. I need a new one. It's worn out. But I take this diamond stone and I sharpen this thing. Just give it 2 licks like that. 2 licks before I start cutting. And then when this thing starts to drag at all, just throw it away and get another one. So if you don't have a razor sharp knife, you're just going to tear the film and you get yourself frustrated. You're going to cut yourself. Sometime, a long time ago, I've learned that the worst tool in your toolbox is a dull knife. A dull knife. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm going to keep going, and I'll keep you updated. Thanks a lot for watching.